They may realize their strengths and start executing their forward play, especially what they are good at.
Too true, Ravs, too true. But it comes down to the simplicity of what you do in the middle, under pressure, the one-by-one story. Here we go, they're going to walk and talk this, because they need to settle. And this is where they are home and best at. So they need to go back to that very safe place. And that's what Royal are doing. Sensible play from the coach.
Definitely, they need to go forward. Keep the attack on.
Release it!
Those are the big containers going forward, Ravs. Little 20-footers.
Probably, Sean, they need to work on that.
The Boyle House boys. Boom! Go, let me through. Almost over the gain line. This is better play from Royal College. Trying to slow it down, grind a little, make things happen for themselves. They've got to make things happen, Ravi, today. They can't wait and expect the ball to go wide and something will happen. The big Boiler House boys have to grind and mess this ball up.
The important thing is the Royal need to score, Sean. They have 13 points behind. If they need to win this Bradby Shield, they have to get the points on the board. And definitely they have to hold on to that 8-point lead. That's going to be the difficult part. They have lost position. Trinity seemed to be copper hoop, Sean. They need to be copper hoop side. Worried Asanga Rodrigo biting his fingernails, wondering what he could do, how he could marshal his team to win this Bradby Shield.
Has he got any fingernails left? It looks like that 10 points would have taken all of his fingernails. Like I said, very early in the day, Trinity came out firing. Trinity came out more committed. Trinity came out more passionate.
When I said touch,
Royal, I think, stood back a little bit because they're at home. They seemed a little bit comfortable.
Very clearly, I told you before that. And you've been doing it now, so you've got to continue.
Referee, stern warning from referee Dills, saying control it, get it right. Good scrum ball. Trinity College, one, done, boom. Now down the bar. Nice kick. Really did carve the ground up. That's the Jamaldeen running back. Oh, almost in trouble.
Can he get touched? That's the question.
This is Trinity playing on. Excellent play. Wonderfully done. Fabulous hands. This is commitment and skill at its best. Trinity College Ravi on fire.
Definitely, Sean, no doubt about it. The urgency and the commitment is with the Trinity team. They have got the points on the board. It's a copper hoop Trinity side. They're quite confident that they could win this Bradby Shield with their robust play in the first 20 minutes.
Oh, he's opened the door. He's opened the door for Trinity College. He's going to go. He needs to put that ball. He's going home. Try time. It's try time for Trinity College. Unbelievable. That try came from the player, the winger, trying to intercept. Here we go, Mohammad Sashan. Brilliantly done. Ravi, this is fire and brimstone.
Seems to be, like what I said, Sean, everything is going Trinity way. Royal seem to be shell-shocked. 27 minutes, play 18 points on the board. They have taken a very confident lead. If they can stick on to this lead team, it's going to be Trinity all the way, Sean.
Terrible lapse in defense because the winger went for the interception. The big man held on. Look at this pop. Beautifully collected, controlled. He knew, he saw the corner flag. He was strong enough. Try time. The crowd go wild. The eruption is fabulous. Trinity colours everywhere. This Royal College ground. Oh, costly error. Costly error. Should have got it. Just didn't have the legs. 18 points. 28 minutes gone. Trinity are on the bubble.
What can I say, Sean? What can I say? Things are looking bad for Royal, but you never say.
Can I say this? Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. I always wanted to get that in. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at him, so strong. Boom. Get out of the way. I'm on. Beautiful. Held it up. Controlled. Lovely passage of play. Classic rugby. Just what the doctor ordered. Trinity getting it right. Over and over and over again.
You could really see that...
three people trying to bring him down.
Sean, the tackling has been pathetic for Royal. Defense has been pathetic. If Trinity runs the ball, I'm afraid, Sean...
well, Ravi, in Candy, your defense was outstanding for Royal College. But now, look at that. Why the hesitation? Where was he trying to think? That's what I meant by Royal play today. Just thinking a little bit too much. Just holding on a little bit too long. and maybe the lack of aggression as well, Rubs.
There is no urgency and attitude from the Royal team. That's what I see, Sean. That the urgency and attitude is lacking in the Royal team. The defense is pathetic. My worry is, Sean, if they run, if really runs the ball, the scoreboard is going to tick like a taximeter.
Very much so. 18 points on the board. That first leg, 8 points, all done. Now Trinity 10 points in front, and they're going to build on this. They're not going to let up from here. Look at that Trinity front row. They know. They're quietly just gritting their teeth and saying, come on, lads.
I'm only worried that the SW's spider story is going to work this time. The 8th time the spider.
You're going to have to eat your words, laddie.
The king who looked at the spider and got
that's it, every time. Too many times the king got away with it. And then eventually the spider said, one day. Good ball, beautiful shot, fabulous. This is what rugby is all about. You're enjoying pictures on Channel I. There you go, the big man trying to grind his way. No way through there. The pressure is on. The ball is there for Royal College. Only one. Nobody supporting. That's an example of ball turnover. And that's an example of the lack of Royal College getting there in numbers, in strength. SW Chang is shouting from the side, by the way. You can pick him up on the outdoor mics. But the fact is that Trinity have done everything right. Even the things that have gone wrong for them have actually corrected themselves.
Absolutely, Sean. Things have really worked well for them today. I don't think the things will work, Sean, unless you do something good. And Trinity have been doing good. And they are confident, they have the attitude, and they have the attention.
Look at that kick, carving the ground up, almost 35, 40 metres down the park. The luxury for the Trinity forwards just to stroll up, and the pressure for the Trinity, for the Royal forwards on their 22, Ravi. They've got to defend again. They're in jail. They've got to come out of this. What would you do as captain? What is Chethi Dow? What is Shehan Pati saying?
I think what he should do is he must get the team around, Sean. Especially he must take control of the team. I think that he has lost control. I could see that the Royal forwards are even scattered. They have to rally round, and now they need to talk to the boys and say, boys, come on, you can believe in yourself. You have won many times. You have beaten Trinity many times. We can come back and do it. It's just getting them around and also giving a bit of, talk to them.
That's a big chunky front row for Royal College, Rubs. That's a serious container vessel. Really big, fat, ugly kids looking good in the front row. But they're not getting it right. In Kandy, Royal. No, the referee just waiting for the shoelace to be tied up. In Kandy, Royal dominated front row. The first 5 were outstanding. What's gone wrong today?
I do not know, Sean. I look as if they are very slow to the mark. The Trinity pack is about 10, I would say, 10 yards faster than the Royal pack. That's part of the change what they have done today, and they have been able to dominate the proceedings, Sean, especially
They're
in the
so
loose
quick
ball.
to the breakdown points. The Bulldogs are exquisite for Trinity College. The crowd, hush, the Royal College crowd, the Royal spectators here in their thousands, 10,000 plus, chock-a-block here today, Rubs, full house, but everybody hush and hoping and can't believe the scoreline.
Definitely, Sean. This is what is the Royal Trinity about, Sean. The underdogs sometimes can hold sway, and underdogs can come back and strike. And this time, the underdogs they are struck. They seem to have got the shield under control.
So far, they have plenty of time on the clock. 32 minutes gone. If you're enjoying these pictures on Channel I, the leader in sport, this is what sport is all about. This is the home of sport, and here we are, the privilege to sit up and talk the game. Beautiful hands! Oh! Why did he not catch that ball? It was a perfect cut-out pass, Rob, and more danger. Here we go. Nice drive forward. Released well. Good clean-up there for Trinity College.
Simply on the attack, Sean. They are attacking. It's going to be difficult for all if they keep running that ball.
They're on the rampage, Robs. They really are.
Yeah, we see
all
one
over
score.
the park. Good tackle, Royal defence. Finally, some good defence from Royal College for a little bit of inspiration for that side. But still, ball on Trinity's side. Here we go. And skipper. He's going. He's going to hold it up. He needs to give it on the side. Done. Beautiful. Quick passage. Good hands. Numbers. Oh! Here we go. Excellent.
Royal need to rally down, Sean.
No defence on the short side for Royal College, but ball lost. Play on, says referee. The luxury of a clean-out kick, but doesn't go into touch. Neither does it go anywhere. Oh, my goodness. The number 5 at Trinity College. Lazy hands. Unbelievable. SW Chang shouting, wash your hands, get the grease off it. I suggest you do that, mate. Butter fingers, margarine hands. What on earth was he thinking? All he had to do was collect that ball. Have a look at this on replay. There's Darshana Udal Gama.
That's going to be a chip.
Duminda Nanaratna, I think it is. There's Dilip Salvam, stalwart, Kandy, Sri Lanka and Trinity College in the Trinity coaching camp now. Experience, knowledge, fabulous. Royal College. Let's have a look at the replay. Have a look at this pass. Beautiful cutout. Why was that one hand stuck out? That is unforgivable. Unforgivable from the number 5. He would have been told in no uncertain language, in French, in English, in Urdu, why did you drop that ball in the nicest way?
Cardinal error, Sean. Unfortunate for Trinity at that time, lucky for all.
Had they collected that ball, Ravs, it was trouble and curtains pretty much, because another 5 points on that would be a lot. Oh, worries now. Worries on the deck.
Things are not working. Sad faces out there.
You can see the reflection of the worry in his eyes. You can almost see the reflection of the stretcher in his eyes. My goodness. There he is on the deck. Looks like he's okay. The referee will chat to him. The physios say okay. As long as he's able to spell his name, the stretcher comes out. Looks like an injury to somewhere of his upper body. They have to be very protective of his neck. There's the concern. You can see that on the faces.
Concern Royal is, as the spectators, very curious to see what's going on in the field. There's a bit of an interruption due to an injury.
We wonder what that number is, Ravs.
He could really
He's
not
firmly
identify
got
the
his
player.
hands folded. He's very still. He's breathing okay. But the injury is the concern. Where is that injury? Doctor will be talking now to the physio saying, don't move the player. Let him on the deck. Let's see where it is. They're touching his face. So it looks like a neck injury or an upper body. There it is, protective. There it is. It's coming round. That's the neck brace. It's obviously an upper body injury. The next needs to be maybe hit the deck hard or whatever. Players gone into the huddle. They need to focus now because the game has to go on. The player will be protected, stretchered off. But this is hard times for Ravs. When things are not going right, then you get an injury. It pulls you down a little bit. It comes down to the skipper. He needs to talk. Senior players need to get round. They need to encourage, say, look, lads, we've got to get this right. There's nobody else here. It's us in the middle. Let's look at our badge. Let's look at the courage we have and the commitment and the time we've spent practicing. Let's now bring it to the front.
This Royal team has come back many times, and from behind they have beaten other sides, Sean. But this question here is the Bradby Shield. And
there's Dr. Fred Pereira, the head of Royal Rugby now, chairman of the Rugby is he?
Definitely he's heading the Royal College Management
Famous
Committee.
son of Royal College, and player being stretchered off. The sympathetic applause that comes. My goodness, it's the hardest time for a player when that happens, Rob, to be stretchered off. And there's the new player, look at him, pumped up. He knows, he's been told, here it is, this is what you want to do, don't forget. He's been in practice, he knows what he has to do. It's a tough call, Rob, coming on at this critical time, because he knows the pressure is on. It takes a lot to be able to come on and settle up very quickly.
Definitely, Sean, but the new player in this game of rugby, there is a 21-man game, and there are many players who have got opportunities before to play first 15 level. So in that case, Sean, it's not going to be that something new for the player.
We're just trying to find out the number of the player who went off and the player who came in as well. We'll give you those stats in a bit, but the concern, you can see everybody on the Royal stands all stood up looking, trying to see what's happened.